All right, day 11. Creeping closer. All right, there it is, next to Christmas Eve and above Christmas. Day 11. Peeking in there. So let's pop this one open and see what we've got. Fingers crossed every day. Fingers crossed. Oh, I'm already liking the name. Brr. That is a really cool name. Okay. Hats off to whoever came up with that one. So hopefully the... oh, I'm already seeing the color. Look at that. What is this? Pigment shimmer. All right. Hey, you know what? I don't really deal in a lot of pigment inks. So I've seen a couple so far. One I really like. No, that was a chameleon. So we've seen the carousel. Yeah, the other one was a chameleon. So, all right, is this what? This is our second pigment ink. So let's see with pigment shimmer. A little bummed that it's a shimmer ink. I'm loving the color. If the color's super awesome and then the shimmer's in there, but it doesn't really add to the amazingness of the color, I'm gonna be a little disappointed because I couldn't then. Well, it's pigment, man. That carousel. I looked at that when I used it. It kind of, there's a spot on that dip pen that's hard to get out. I'm really having to rub it, so I don't know that I would use this anyway in a piston pen or a vacuum filler or anything like that, because I'm really afraid that carousel looks like it could really do some staining. So I think this is cool to use with a dip pen so far. I'd be nervous even to use it in let's say a decent converter pen, because that could, stain the nib, or the feed, or anything in between. Anyways, let's see how this looks like. I'm loving the color that I'm seeing in the bottle, so I'm loving that. So let's see. The shimmer could make it totally fun. So this could be a hit or a bust. Give it a good shake and get everything in suspension right now. All right, I'm full of anticipation right now. So let's see what this is going to look like. All right, let's get a good dip on this. Oh yeah, it's really very much on that nib. Oh, this is interesting. I gotta say, it went down differently than I thought it would look. It has a little bit of a lighter blue. I thought it would go on more. Based on what I'm looking at in the bottle, it looked almost like a neon or a Bay Statey sort of blue. This has some turquoise components to it, which kind of makes sense, right? So, maybe that can relate to ice. Maybe this is an icy color. I don't know. To me, that sounds... does anybody remember Jack Frost? That ink that was in an Inkvent calendar, I'm pretty sure, in the past. Is this like Jack Frost? It's just... Jack Frost is popping in my brain. So I don't know if that's accurate or not, but that's just coming to mind. But I like this color. It's not what I thought. It did surprise me. I would say so far my real connection to ink so far is Dreamcatcher. So far that's the surprise hit for me. This, I would say, probably second or third place. It's not bad. It's very icy. I can totally see where they got the name from. Oh yeah, this is definitely got that turquoisey feel. Or aquamarine, I suppose, is the actual color. Aquamarine color. Yeah, I'm liking it. Okay, all right, not a bad deal here, Diamine. And I really like the name, so that's, a couple extra stars for you on that one. So that'll keep it ranked up. Yeah, definitely icy blue. you know. So let's get this swatched and see what it's going to look like dried on rhodia paper. Again, this is one I'm really interested to see. On Clairefontaine, it is not bad. This is not bad, but I bet you it's going to look phenomenally on rhodia. So let's do a little bit of a splurge of ink here. Ooh, that is very attractive. I'm liking how this is going on. Did shake it before we did this, and I'm already seeing shimmer in there. Wait a minute. I'm liking how it went on, and look how it's paling out a bit. With the writing, it looks like it's staying dark enough, so I'm okay with that. But throwing down a ton of ink like that, it went down darker than how it's drying. So it's not bad, though. I still like it. I'm going to leave it at that. Up close, it looks a little bit darker, so we'll leave it there. Let's let this dry, and then we'll check it out on rhodia paper and see what that looks like. So let's bring up our rhodia pad and see what this looks like. This is actually the fun part too. Dropping some ink down. Just takes a minute to dry. So here we are, day 11. Diamine. Brrr. That's 3 R's, y'all. 3 R's. Brrr. Okay, here we go. Let's put some ink onto this and get a good smear going. Well, shake it. That's right. We got to get that in suspension. It's very icy shimmer in there. Silvery, right? Silvery blue. Or silvery aquamarine. I'm telling you, looking at the ink in the bottle and how it actually translates onto the page is different. It's a bit of a surprise. Look how dark that is going on there, right? And then smear it, and man, I bet you this is gonna be light. I bet you're gonna see each of the graph lines on there. Let's see. Am I right? Yeah, in the lighter areas. Darker's not doing too bad. Let's see how that dark does dry though. Ooh, that is pretty though. All right, that is pretty. There's a lot of character to this ink. Look at the difference. Just wet. Look at the difference. There's a lot of character to this ink. Okay, it took the swatch to really put me over the fence on this one. All right, I like it. I'm not waffling anymore. I do like that. Interesting to see what it's going to look like once it dries, but I'm liking that so far. Ooh, and not a hint of bleed through. You barely even see it. So I'd say ghosting, it does pretty good. Let's close this one up. We do not want to spill it. I like it, so I don't want to waste it. Let's see how this looks dried. Yep. So, man, it's still wet. Holy crow. Okay, not terrible. You do have the ghosting there. See a little bit of bleed through at the very top. Looks like where I smeared it. Brrr, so icy cold. Icy cold, folks. Okay, here we go. Oh, snap. Look at that. That is very nice. Look at that. Look at that shimmer. Oh, man. And look at the dark blues on the edges, how it dried. You can still see all the lines throughout. Looks like it didn't really hide any of it, but that's okay. I do like the shading of this ink, and I definitely like that shimmer and the overall color. The shimmer gives it like that little punch. So it's not as dark as for a pigment ink that I thought it would be, but hey, it is what it is. I'm liking it. Day 12. Let's see. See ya.